So, what is everyone drinking today?
Well, my husband just picked me up some coolers. So I got Smirnoff Berry Blast right here, but I do have some other ones in the fridge for later.
Very nice summer classic. Saunya?
Yeah.
I'm just drinking coffee because I started working summer hours early morning at a craft fair. So first time tomorrow. So I have to go there super early. So it's super I know, and it's outside. I'm so excited. Like, and I get my own space, so no one's gonna be close to me. It'll be safe.
That sounds perfect.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Get some fresh air.
Yeah. So it's just coffee today because I don't know how
That's
tired
okay.
I'll be
We
tomorrow.
don't peer pressure people.
We
to
don't.
Drink
We
here.
don't. No.
Like
No,
people don't have to drink.
No, they don't. Jessica, you're the only one drinking today. I hate to tell you, because I'm on antibiotics. So I'm just drinking sparkling water. I have no choice.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind being the only drunk friend.
Okay.
I hate being the only sober friend.
Ah.
Yeah, I understand. Like, so I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Just like I'm having a good time. I'm not even gonna care. Like I'm gonna be too drunk to notice.
I won't give a shit.
That's
Exactly.
All right, I'm unraveling the thing. Okay,
the thing. The
thing.
topic. Today's topic is
Today's topic. What is something that you considered a luxury, but you don't think you could live without it? Like it's not a need, it's a luxury item, but you can't live without it.
And what's our word?
Yeah, wait, don't answer yet.
No, I have an answer already, but I want to do this right.
I just lost it. I have to pick a new word because I
can't think. Let me think anyway. So yeah,
I got one, so don't even
wait. I got them in these pill bottles, and there's like child safety on them. It's not a good thing.
We need to find a child.
They open anything. Oh, the word is out.
Out. Okay.
All right, Jessica. Since you're so pumped.
Okay, well, because I've only had one for about 5 years, and my dishwasher.
I thought you were gonna say dildo.
No, I've had that. I've had those for over.
Oh, that's a need. What are you talking about? That's not a luxury. That's like that's a necessity.
You just got a favorite one. I thought you had a favorite, and it was just got it 5 years ago. I don't know.
Okay.
Your dishwasher.
I just got so excited.
I know. I was like, what? We can talk about that. But no, you talk about your dishwasher. It's cool.
I'm just saying, like, okay, so growing up, I didn't have a dishwasher. And as the oldest daughter, I became the dishwasher. So, spent my childhood and stuff until I was living on my own, which I also was dishwashing. And then I worked a job at a fast food place where I also washed dishes. And it is very hard to always wash dishes for me because of my skin. So then because it's sensitive and whatever. So once I got my dishwasher, like the fact that the only thing I have to hand wash is like certain pans and my knives, and then the rest it just goes in my dishwasher, and I don't even have to worry about. I don't have to touch it. It's like a 5-second job from like a 20-minute job or whatever. So my dishwasher is my luxury item.
I can't do a dishwasher.
If I went to a deserted island, dude, I would bring my dishwasher.
Like in a backpack.
See, so I have one. I bought one, like a spare, like the countertop roll up, whatever. But it would take an hour for dishes to be done when I can do them in 20 minutes. And my hydro bill went up, and I was like, no, so I do them by hand just because I'm impatient.
See, for me, it's more like I put them in, and then I can go do something else.
Yeah.
Versus spending that time washing the dishes.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't mind if it takes longer, because then I just spend that time doing something else. So it's like, it's funny how like we're both like, you rather just get them done. And me, I'm like, yeah they'll get done eventually.
No, like, I don't know. I just rather do it in the 20 minutes and then like have my washer and dryer doing their thing instead. I don't know.
No, it makes sense.
So yeah, I guess where you would like your dishwasher would be my washer and dryer.
Yeah. Oh God, don't even get me started on laundry. We need a folding machine already.
They have them. We're just not rich enough to buy them.
Yeah, and they probably are slow as hell.
Yeah.
Listen, we just need people listen to our streams, guys. 100,000
so that we
million
can buy
times.
a folding machine.
So we don't have to
And
fold
Yeah.
our own.
oh my gosh, and we can like pass it around like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and it folds all of our clothes.
That's amazing.
And then
Can
the
we
clothes
just
it
live
folds
together?
are good luck.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
It's fantastic.
Folding machine of wait, how wait, sorry.
The folding machine traveling.
The traveling
that's
folding
not right. It
machine.
ends with traveling pants. Wait, the Sisterhood of the Folding Machine. There we
go.
Fantastic.
Of the traveling folding machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or guys, listen to me. We could live together and have a giant room for our shared closet, which has our washing and drying and folding machine.
Yes. We
Like,
gotta have
we
like
could do
2
that.
washers, 2 dryers, 1 folding machine. You
We
know.
could do
Yeah.
that.
No,
Our
I'm
community
totally
mansion?
up for the I'm totally up for the commune. Like I'm totally
Yeah.
there. Just once you have my my settlement built, let me know and I will be down.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. That's the
Sounds
plan.
good.
That's our retirement plan.
Yeah, that's
Retirement
pretty
plan.
much it. I feel like that's every millennial's retirement plan is just getting a community as they're getting older so that they can all live in a commune when they're retired. Like everyone's just kind of grabbing all their friends and just being like, okay. That's why I feel like that's why more people are poly and more people are, not having children and stuff like that because they're just all going to live with their old friends when they're older. They don't want to worry about kids.
No.
Well, like when I was a kid, the first thing I said to Saunya was like, when we grow up, we're going to live together. And she was like, yeah. And there was a small time we actually did live together. But for
yeah.
the most part, we moved in with our husbands
Right?
Gross.
Fucking, they ruined everything.
and had fucking kids.
Gross.
Yeah.
Those mistakes are made, okay? Like that's what life is all about. It's about
Red
making
flag.
mistakes and like learning from those mistakes. So like next time, don't get married and don't have kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time. Next
Yeah.
life. Just don't do it.
Don't fucking do it. Yeah.
At the very least, when we move in together, then our husbands can just be friends, and then we don't have to deal with them.
I love the when, not if. It's a when. It's going to
happening.
happen.
It's
yeah, no,
definitely
this
happening.
is my retirement plan. Like, I'm not saving for it. Like, I don't understand.
Saving for it. It's just going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we only have like 10 more years, guys. Like, I don't know about you.
When
10
are
more
you
years. We'd
planning
only
on
be in our
retiring?
40s.
Like 40? Isn't that how old? Is that I feel just feel so
No.
much older?
No, it's 65 is retirement age.
What?
Generally. Earlier, if you got a really good
55,
job,
yeah.
really young.
I'm just so old already. I'm ready to retire. I just
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, okay, so I'm like 31, and I can't help but think, like, how do people live to 80? Like 50 more years seems ridiculous.
It does.
Like I've only done 31. Another 50? Like that seems like a long time.
It is.
it'll go by quick. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
these
hope
past 35
anyway.
years went by really freaking quick for me. I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
middle age now. When the fuck did that happen?
Oh my gosh,
I am
it's
the
so
adult.
slow. It's so slow for me. It's like I'm only 31. Really?
Only?
I feel like I've lived 45 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I do feel like I'm 45 at 35, and I'm all like,
I think it's like a child of trauma kind of response too. Like you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to grow up so fucking early. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people are like 29 and they're like, whoo, still young, whatever. But like
Yeah.
I've been an adult since I was 7.
Yep.
It's not fun.
no, it's not. Raising babies at that age, too. Like,
Yeah,
you're
kids
raising your little
kids.
sisters. And
Well, I
Mhm.
heard something earlier where it was like kids born in like the like 80s, 90s were the parentless generation because our parents just really weren't involved. It was our grandparents generally or like other people in the community that, and now those grandparents aren't involved with their grandchildren either.
It's
So it's like
true.
our generation is having to do all the parenting
Yeah.
because we're not reaping the benefits of our parents when
Yeah.
it came to us.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
parent ourselves.
But it's like I I thought, like, I remember my early 20s, I just remember thinking, like, oh, I must be the only one that's had to do this. And now it's like, no,
No.
everyone in my age bracket.
Yeah.
No, we got lucky. We had like a really strong support system. Like even my oldest, their grandma was super involved, like would go all the time. And then other kids' grandparents super involved. So I could like finish school and get a career, all that fun stuff. So I got lucky.
That's
But,
really,
like,
really good.
Yeah. It wasn't my parents or grandparents. It was, it was other people's.
Yeah, it couldn't be both statistically.
Yeah, it wasn't like my mom or whatever, but Dave's mom, she was really involved with Nicholas. Well, I had him at 19, so, and my mom already like passed away at this point. So yeah, she kind of really helped out, and it was a relief because at 19 I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Oh,
I should have been a parent. I had no business being a mom. None.
I had Ernest at 19 and like same. And like for me, I was just like, okay, I have baby. Well, no, graduate high school, have baby, go to university. Like it was like I just didn't, it was hard for me to conceptualize like a baby.
Yeah.
Like until it was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I was pregnant. I was like, everything's cool. And then it was like, I did not prepare for this. You know?
Yeah.
That was me at 19. But yeah, like with Ernest, I didn't really have any on either side. Like my ex and me really didn't have any family support. But like Chris's side, Chris's parents, like help us. My husband's parents, for the listeners out there, like they're super involved, and they were super involved parents too. So you know, we're thankful for that. So.
I like that we were all like children of like trauma growing up, but then we married like sort of stable husbands with like supportive families. Like, you know, we
seeked out what we were lacking.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we met each other.
And then we met each other.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
Can you hear me? Hello. I went to get comfortable and I fucking drop kicked my desk. What is that? Oh, fuck the computer. You know. Yeah. The square.
I have a fruit fly that's like flying around my room.
I know, I see it. I've been watching.
I know. Okay. So I think Caleb hid a banana peel somewhere, and that's why it's happening. Like this kid freaking hides. Okay. So every time I touch something, there's peanut butter on it. Like in my house. My kid will eat until the crust, and then he hides the crust in my house. So everything I touch has peanut butter. I'm lifting up the bed. There's pieces of peanut butter sandwich. I'm going to the sink. There's peanut butter on it. Walking down the stairs, touch the railing, peanut butter. There's a fruit fly around because there's food all over my place now.
We have like, yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, Lyric does the exact same thing. We just have her food confined to the living room, so we know if she hid food, it's in the living room. Like, but our living room's fairly big, and her toy section is in there, and it could be in the bottom of her full toy box, but we know it's in that room because she does the same thing.
Caleb likes to like grab his food and like run with it. Like he just takes off, and I'm like, "Where's the little shit now?" And it's just going to hide food. So if you have a peanut allergy, do not come to my house. My kid will kill you.
Should put like a sign that says that exact thing. If you have a peanut allergy,
my kid is trying to give you anaphylactic shock.
My kid will kill you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. My kid's an asshole like that.
Back in the day, I started writing like a parenting book, and like the title was like, "Oh, don't sit there. I don't trust it. My kid was just there." Like that was the working title. Yeah. Still haven't finished it.
You should. I have a couple like parenting books from like some comedian. I can't remember, but like one book was called like I love my little assholes or something like that. Because like it's a comedy book, and it's all about how like sometimes you just have to let your assholes be assholes.
Yeah.
Well, when I stopped working, and so when I started staying home, I just did a little blog. It was called Stay at Home Mom Danya, and I just would post like random shit, like day number 35. My kid ate off the floor, but at least he's eating, like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, some parents need
that on
because
Facebook.
Like
I did, yeah, and I stopped.
I just feel like parents like are constantly seeing all these like influencer moms that kind of like are like or the new thing, the crunchy mom. you know, where they're just kind of like, I'm like, you can homeschool and you can do, like, I do that. I'm not like, my kid only eats granola and we walk around barefoot everywhere. Like, that's a little far for me. Like,
Yeah.
but it's really hard when like you're always comparing yourself to these moms that like always look good, always look like they are held together when like you feel like you're doing a bad job. So seeing like normal posts,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
saying my kid ate off the floor, like you're like, so did
At least
mine.
he's eating. Like,
Yeah. I thought we were like crunchy because like we're all like peace and love and like we're hippies, but we're also like
no, we
fucking
call our children
science.
assholes. We are not
Yeah.
crunchy.
No, I like my own like home unit, right? Like we're
Yeah.
very like, you like love thy neighbor bullshit, and but then we're always like, but we're like, oh, like immunizations and wash your fucking hands, wear a mask, and I sang a lot of like, thank goodness.
I'm gonna say like,
word.
yeah,
That's
I
not
wouldn't
the word
say
today.
say that word.
Compared to what crunchy is now, like
Yeah.
you're not. You don't fit. They've gone way off.
Yeah. We only work to live. We don't live to work. Like we're like, that's not like we're against the man. We want to grow our own food, live off the land, help others. I thought we were
You're
crunchy,
very close
apparently.
to crunchy, but no, you're not crunchy.
Yeah, I wear shoes in stores.
Good for you.
You
Right?
don't free bleed. That's another thing. Like, that's a huge crunchy thing. Free bleeding.
People live their own lives, but like you
I
wouldn't
don't care
walk
if
around
people
with a
free bleed
nosebleed
in their own house.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
if you're
yeah,
in your
no,
own
that's fine.
house, fucking do it. Like,
Yeah.
and, you know, I don't care. It's when it's like a public, and
That's
it's not even
my
like
problem.
And I'm not even personally worried about a lot of the sanitary stuff about it because it'd be really hard for it to like really affect you unless you're like putting your face in it.
right? Just
But
eating it.
it's more like it's literally damaging public property. It's public property. Like it's not, you can't just like you can't it's graffiti. Like I don't
By your body.
yeah, you know? And I'm just saying like that's not a very societal thing to do.
Right?
You
When
know,
hit your
if
nose
you want
wipe
to
it.
advocate for like free bleeding spaces in certain public things, then try that maybe, but don't just free bleed everywhere. Like we're not all consenting to it, but
Yeah.
I have no issue with free bleeding in general. I mean,
No, I don't have an issue with it either. I personally couldn't do it, like to sit in it. Like,
I do it
I mean, it's
sometimes on like
different.
my last day where I'm just like spotting and I'm like, fuck
yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, like I'll change my underwear a few times and then that's that. But I mean, I can do a pad, but I don't know, like just sitting in like wet pants, just the idea just bothers me. I don't know why.
That company Nix, they are amazing. I
Yeah.
use them because I wanted to not have so much garbage going into whatever,
Yeah.
right? And it's fucking amazing. They hold so much and like there's no weird smell. I don't know why there's weird smells, but sometimes people have weird smells, right?
Yes.
There's no weird smells or anything.
It's your pH balance that makes it.
Yeah, there's no like no leaking. Even like you can touch it and like it doesn't, what is that, transfer? There's like minimal transfer and like you just change your underwear and then wash it. Like I put them in their own little bin and then I like wash them in cold and then hang dry. Like they're amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're great, like even for like disabled people. Like that's one reason they were really, really useful is because some people cannot change themselves all the time.
Yeah.
And like I've even been thinking like, you know, like my daughter's only turning 4, but I'm like, when she's older, what kind of method would we try to like help her with? And I feel like products like Nix are like really, really like easy to understand, easy to use, easy to like clean, and environmentally friendly.
Yeah. And like
all of it. What a
like,
luxury item.
It is a luxury item. It is.
Yeah.
That I can't live without is period underwear. Like that's I love it so much. I like the Diva cups are like amazing, but like I
have yet to try one.
I
keep thinking about it.
I'm not shaped that way. Everyone has different shaped vaginas.
True.
The whole thing is different.
They have different shaped cups now. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
It does. I've used so many, none of them work. And so the companies are like, oh, it'll work, whatever, but it doesn't. So
No.
don't feel pressured. If you think Susie can use one, it doesn't mean you can. Like, it's just everyone's shaped differently, and
it's up to your own comfort, right? Like, if you don't feel comfortable.
Okay, I've never liked tampons. I don't like insert, and they are uncomfortable to me. And like, I've inserted them properly to where you don't feel it or whatever. But putting it in, pulling it out, like that is uncomfortable. I do not like it. Especially on like your last days, you know, it's really uncomfortable to pull.
It's like fucking sandpaper.
Oh yeah, it's dry. I know. And then you have to really tug, and you're like, shit, am I gonna break the string? Is it gonna get stuck? Like,
oh, I don't even fear that about the tampon. I fear that I'm gonna prolapse. I'm like, all my organs are coming out after this.
Right? You're just like, all of a sudden, you're gonna have an outie. Like, that's what it's like.
So I only use them if I'm like swimming, and that is it. I have like one box that I just keep for like the summer, and that's it.
No, they're
I rotate. I rotate between pads and tampons. Like, I have to still wear a pad if I have a tampon if it's a heavy flow. Like, there's no way, because within a half an hour that tampon's gonna be full, and that's the super one. And I'm just like, okay, so I'll just use a pad then, because there's no point. Because
being a woman sucks. Yeah, I hate.
We just lost all men listeners if we had them. Just saying.
I don't even think
not the curious ones.
Right? not Jessica's husband.
Oh yeah, he listens every Friday. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, it's although we do talk about a lot of like feminine focused things. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's enough talking about those things on any platform. Sure, people make like little jokes or something about it, but I don't think there's enough focus.
Well, and I feel like we give like a variety of perspectives, and we also try to gauge it from all sides too. Like, we talk about the other arguments sometimes and why we disagree with them. And then like, just even this conversation, we're all just talking about like which methods we prefer, you know, like, and we don't all agree on them. So. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's good for our listeners to get a lot of perspective, because perspective.
So was period underwear your luxury, Saunya, that you can't live without?
It just ended up being my actual luxury item is internet.
Yes,
internet.
That's a good one. This podcast
that's almost now a basic
without
need.
It.
Honestly, that's become a basic need now. Like, everything needs internet.
So I can have something else?
Yeah, you can have something else, because
it's just a topic. We're just all talking.
Right?
We're just talking. No rules. No rules.
No rules. But yes, you may have another one.
I was waiting for that one. So now you made me have to think about something else.
Okay, you can just keep that one.
Internet.
Yeah,
internet's big. I mean,
how am I going to bring that to an island?
You can't.
Well, Jessica's bringing her
Wi-Fi.
Elon Musk made like satellites.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he didn't make them. He paid for them to be made.
He paid for somebody else to make them.
Yeah,
but you know,
I have the internet, and like playing games is really hard sometimes because it shifts the IP address really quickly, which a lot of like hackers, pirates kind of do. So like you can't ping their IP, but like a game will be like, "Hey, you're cheating, you fucking bitch." I'll be like, "I'm not cheating. Just let me play the game." And then it like freezes for an hour because they think I'm being bad.
You're a bad girl. Naughty.
That sucks.
Like, it works most of the time, and that's great, but not when I went playing mobile games on my phone.
I don't play a lot of mobile games on my phone.
BitLife?
I haven't played it in a year.
I was playing it today, actually. I was a rock star, and I was always on tour, and I kept cheating on my husband. Nice. And I had an affair with my professor, and so I got pregnant by my professor, and my husband stayed because I was a rock star still. So like, you know, he wants to keep that life going. And we had a threesome, and then he left me for the person with a threesome, and then I had to give him half my money. It was bullshit.
That's amazing.
And then I went back to my professor, who was like 90, and he got me pregnant. It was good times.
I was making
100 million.
Sperm works for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're blaming women who can only get pregnant up until a certain point, but men can knock anyone up for like as long as they can get an erection and come.
Even then, you can like prop it up with a stick or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, men can. I mean, there's medicine to make them be able to. I'm just saying. Maybe we're blaming the wrong people.
Well, we
My
already know
favorite-
this.
My favorite sperm fact, though, is the fact that they have odor receptors, which means sperm have a sense of smell.
so is that how they find?
So
the
technically,
eggs?
they're
That
already
is how
alive.
they find the egg. That's
Yeah.
how they find where to go because they're like.
Where are you?
If you want to see what a sperm looks like when it's smelling its way into your womb, watch our unedited episodes on YouTube on Saturday.
Watch them wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I think
Oh,
we should teach sex ed, and that should be on there.
yeah.
Yes. Once I did. I had a guy friend who got his ex-girlfriend pregnant, and so they were planning on co-parenting. Like everything was copacetic. Copacetic. I don't remember what that word is.
I think that's the word.
You know the word.
The word.
And so I was like, sweet, I could throw you your own baby shower and we can drink. Like that was perfect. And so I made a pin the sperm on the egg, and we all got like blindfolded after a bunch of shots to pin a sperm on the egg, and we won mini bottles of liquor.
Did you use your nose?
No, I cut out sperm. Like you took the sperm and you had to pin it on the egg that was on the wall.
I know.
Yeah.
We just talked about.
She was hoping that you would pin it with your nose instead of your hand. Like, we're like,
Right.
wiggle.
No, I
Smelling.
didn't learn that fact yet. I didn't learn it yet. I was naive and uneducated at that point in my life. I didn't know sperm smelled.
They have a nose. That's the cocaine. Like, I can
Did you
find
see
it.
that video of Amber Heard?
Oh, God. Yes, with the tissue. And she's like this. And then, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
think
just
she did
saying.
do a bump, but
No, I
like,
think it was something to help her cry.
I think she was like stuffing, like something wet was on her tissue already. And she was like this to make her cry. Like,
Yeah, I think it was like maybe like peppermint oil or something.
Like an
something
acting.
that makes your eyes water.
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely was. It wasn't cocaine like they all were thinking. No, but she definitely
that
was doing something.
I mean, I'm not gonna rule it out. I wasn't there. I'm not the tissue. But
I'm not the tissue. I can't speak. I wasn't up her
I'm
nose or anything.
saying it's probably more likely something to make her cry.
Yeah.
The whole trial is fucking ridiculous. I don't understand how they're on like day 40 or some bullshit.
Because they
And,
both
like,
get 2 weeks of just constant testimony.
Yeah,
And it's just a bunch of rambling half the time. I'm like, what the fuck is even going on? What was the question?
it's
I don't
because
even know.
they have to talk about 14 specific incidences in which the violence from Johnny happened. So there's 14 listed incidences, and they have to go over the testimony for each one of those. And so that's one reason it's taking so long.
They have like 500 like things of proof. They don't do murder trials this extensive. You know, like,
You got to remember, like Amber Heard won this exact this trial
Yeah, in the
in
UK.
London. So she's won this trial, and they're just retrialing it in the US because of bias of the judge in the UK.
okay.
So, yeah,
Does
it's a legal mess, and neither one of them is good in this. I'm just
No.
saying. I'm a no-sider, but Johnny should win this case
Just
because
like
she
I'm
did
on no
defame
side.
him with lies. So
And that's the whole
Johnny
point,
should win
right?
this case. Doesn't make him a good guy. But that video of Amber Heard made me laugh.
They're just so insane, and like it just feels like they like are practicing a script they made, like, and then who's
Okay,
gonna
her
play
legal team. They
Johnny
can't be real.
in the made
They
for TV
honestly
movie?
can't be. They're like B-list actors. I
That's what
can't
they
believe
mean.
her lawyers.
They're
I just
they're
love
not
how
real
many times they
people.
object. Like Johnny's lawyers object to like everything. Like object,
Mhm.
object, hearsay, object,
Everything's
asked and
hearsay.
answered, object.
Like I don't think they actually went
Relevant.
to law school. Like they're just shouting. Like there was one where like a doctor is trying to like regulate like their whatever that fucking word I can't talk. Read and remember what happened, and they're like, "Oh, that's hearsay," and she's like, "Well, these are like my notes of like remembering.
So yeah, it would be hearsay, and that's the purpose.
No, right. But no, hearsay is like he said, she said, right?
Yeah.
But like she's like, okay, so I can look down but look at you to talk, and then it's no longer hearsay. And they're like, yeah. Like, how is that? Why are you so dumb?
My favorite is Heard's lawyers basically just asking Johnny to read the text messages, or to agree that they read the text messages.
Oh yeah,
correctly.
he got really cocky during that though. He was all like, "Yeah, you read that really well." And I was
it's
like,
because they kept asking him. They read it and they're like, "Is that correct?" And he's just like, "Yeah,
yeah,
like,
you did a good job there, buddy."
Like, yeah, and they asked him so many times. At that point, he was just like, "Yes, you did a good job."
Yeah.
Like, did you?
I don't know.
Compliment
is that what
from
it
Johnny
yeah.
Depp?
Yeah, good job, you're so amazing.
That whole case though, it's just,
thank God for the internet so we can watch it.
That's right.
Yes.
See, a luxury item we get to watch. The fucking craziness.
I don't even have cable anymore. It's all
Neither do
streaming
I.
services. If I lose internet, I'm fucked.
Same.
Yeah.
No, my kid will lose his shit. He can't watch Paw Patrol. Actually, he doesn't watch Paw Patrol anymore. It's Hotel Transylvania is his new thing. So Prime. If I lose Prime, I'm fucked.
We have like
internet.
We have 10 episodes downloaded from Netflix on each one of Lyric's tablets, just in case the power goes out, because she will lose her shit. And it's not perfect because it might not be what she wanted to watch at that point, but it buys us some time.
Yeah. I haven't. You know those portable DVD players?
Yes.
Well, I had to go to camp one time and take Caleb, and he was obsessed with Paw Patrol. And I was like, "There's no internet out there." So what we did is we had those old DVD players, and I bought DVDs of Paw Patrol, and I was like, "Fuck it," and we took that, and that's how we survived a week at camp.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Oh, I remember having them on like back in the day when all the kids were little, and we would like road trip to New Brunswick, and now I live here. It's fantastic. I don't have to go on vacation anymore. So we would just live in the van for like a week with like 3 little kids. Constantine always stayed home. And we just have the DVD players that stick on the back of the van because we don't want to have to deal with our kids crying the whole time.
True.
To deal with that. Like, it's 18 hours to fucking get here. Yeah. Nobody has time for that. Like, fucking NyQuil, melatonin, whatever.
Drug those kids.
This is a joke, everyone.
Yeah, I know. We're not actually telling you to drug your kids. But we're not judging if you do.
Right? I tell everyone fucking NyQuil. Your kid's crying? NyQuil. I probably
melatonin.
Thank God. Child services have never showed up on my door.
I had them once. I had them once.
No one takes me seriously.
During like the custody with my oldest, my ex, of course, like called, and then they were like, "So he's worried you can't afford to like feed your kid and you're living in squalor." And I was like, okay, well, first off, I had to move into my mom's because he was harassing my apartment. And second, he hasn't seen the kid in 5 months, nor has he paid child support. So if he was that worried, and then they just left me alone. Like that was it. They were just like, okay, that makes sense. And then they left.
Yeah. I think I had somebody come to my house once for me. And I was like, okay, I already know the rules because I'm a social worker and all that stuff. So how about we meet at your office because you don't have the right to come to my house.
Pretty much.
And then they stopped calling me.
Yep.
Because you.
No parents out there.
No, you're right.
Just know you're right.
You're right.
They do not have a warrant.
Right?
I brought them in. I didn't let them see my bedroom.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you don't need to see my bedroom. But I knew like a quick look around for me, it was just like easier just to get it done because I was in the middle of court. So,
yeah.
I was like, don't look at my bed. What you need to see my bedroom?
No, that's a private area. They can't. They honestly can't.
Like if they don't have a warrant, they can't.
Because some workers are absolutely pieces of shit garbage, and they
power trip.
They power trip, and they take kids from good homes. So say. Yep. You are an overworked mom and you sometimes have like mess all over your house. That's what happens. And instead of trying to get you help and support, they take your kids and put them in the foster care system. They don't have the right to do that, but no one knows their rights. So they take the kids, and then you have to go to court and stuff to get your kids back because the justice system is fucking garbage. So
and then they miss kids that could benefit.
Yeah.
Taken.
There's kids that still get beat up.
Yeah. So they're like over policing in one area and under policing in another.
Yeah.
And I mean, social work has a huge history along with police.
Yeah.
So, you know, they kind of operate in similar systems, I'm gonna say. So
yeah. You need it sucks because a lot of people adapt to their coworkers' mindsets. And it takes, there's not enough strong-willed people to be like, no, you're doing a terrible job.
And if you are, you're fired.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if your boss is in the mentality of all the people that have been working here have been fine and not causing trouble, and the new person is causing trouble, well, they're going to just fire you.
Right. And then,
you know,
you adapt to your life and surroundings because you need money to live, and
capitalism is not a luxury.
It's not. I can do without that bullshit. That'd be nice.
So I guess it's me that's left with the luxury of I'm gonna have to go with my Kindle. I've only had it for a year, but I read off of that every day. Like, I cannot go without, and I would take that everywhere. It's like a support thing now.
Like
my support Kindle.
Yeah. I wish see, for me, it's always, I don't know why, it's like, it's just hard for me to like, I don't know, like reading like that. Like for me, I need like paper, and I need to smell it and flick the thing, and you know, like
I still love paper books, but this is like second best. So
well, no, and it's great. I mean, it's better for the environment, and you can carry a bunch more in a pocket. No, like I am totally pro Kindle. It's just I personally, like, I have one somewhere.
I don't think I've ever
used it in your room.
I have too much stuff in my room. I gotta get shelving or something.
No, I love the idea of a Kindle. I just don't like it.
That's it. Thank you for taking my thought and making it your words.
You're
I used to hate the idea of e-readers. I was like, I couldn't read off of them, you know, the blue light thing and everything. But I got this Kindle. It's like paperwhite, and it actually looks like paper the way it is, which is great for my eyes. And it was just so much easier. And then like I blow up the words so I can read them, you know, so it's not like too small of print.
You can get large print for old people.
Yeah, because I'm a senior. So and now I just read off of that, and it's fantastic. I can't read off my phone though, so still won't do that.
No, I need my books. My books are all like 1,000 pages though, so like I could only carry one in my purse at a time. It's not.
My husband's big into audiobooks now. He like got a subscription to Audible, and he just wears his headphones and just does the dishes and stuff listening to an audiobook.
I did that too. I was doing that for a while. I love it.
I can't.
Audiobooks are awesome.
I hate the sound of people's voice, and then they try to do like character voices, and like no, like your voice isn't fucking changing.
Yeah, the narrator, you have to there's some with like heavy accents, and I'm like, I can't get in the story because I can't get past your accent. Like, no,
and then they don't read it the way I can envision it in my head. Like I have like a very overactive like mind's eye. Like I can be having a conversation with you, and I can have a visual story playing in the back of my head with like pictures, audio, different voices, everything. But like when someone's reading, I can't get into a book that way. It just ruins it.
Do voices all the time. So like in my head when I'm doing voices, I sound closer to the voice that I'm trying to do that my voice just can't actually mimic.
Oh yeah, no. Like I can't do them out loud. No.
Yeah. I do it out loud naturally just because I like with Lyric loves like vocal stimming and stuff like that. So we do a lot of it like together. It's funny because she'll try to like match pitch. Like it's hilarious.
Aww.
But it's like so for me, like audiobooks, personally I would like if I listen to an audiobook, it's a very specific one that like I specifically want that like narrator. I want to hear their take on it. But other than that, it's like I need to read. But my husband works with audio, and all he does is listen to things, and he's actually like he rather not read it. He'd
Yeah.
rather listen to it. He takes in the information better that way, and he can listen to it like 2-3 times versus
Yeah.
like reading
Yeah.
it. So yeah, so that's one reason. So like I see the pros, but personally, I am a paper book girl.
I was like recently super disappointed in audio book. It was one of like the Lost Realms from R.A. Salvatore. And it was like advertised that there's like all these A-list fun geeky people reading it. So it was like a book of short stories. So I thought it was like going to be them doing characters in the book. So I thought it was going to be like kind of like, you know, a script kind of reading kind of thing. And no, they were just taking turns reading different stories. I was so heartbroken.
I just got an idea.
Okay.
Okay. How about this is going to be a sneak little tidbit for you listeners out there. What if we like wrote a script, like a book or whatever, like that would be an
short
hour
story
long. Yeah, with 3 characters or multiple characters if we can do voices. And we just one of our episodes is just the story.
That is fantastic.
We should and we just read it and we're just like, yeah.
And because we're always like, oh, we should have like a sitcom of our lives. We should do like a sitcom,
like an audio sitcom.
That would be pretty fun, I think.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
You heard it here first, folks.
One day it will happen.
One day we will do it. If you have any ideas, feel free to check out our socials and DM us on Instagram. Under
like pick our jobs, pick our names, and what our characters would be, and then like make 3 of us.
I love
improv. Yeah.
We just know they'll be drunks. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
3 lushes.
Maybe they
I
won't.
Love Town.
Maybe there's one drunk who infects the other 2.
Like a parasite.
Yeah.
An alcoholic
enabler.
Parasite? Yeah.
We'll literally name the script Enabler, and it'll be just one person enables the rest.
It's Smirnoff 19. It's taking over the world.
It's 2022.
Yeah, I Smirnoff 2022.
I came up positive for Smirnoff. I can't stop. Yep.
Jeez.
That's why you got to wear your mask so that you don't bring it to your lips. Stops it. It's like it doesn't protect you all the way. Obviously, a few like drops will still get through your mask, but it's better than without a mask where all the Smirnoff would go down your throat.
And where you end up drunk.
See the analogy there?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad Dawn Marie was vaccinated.
Oh God.
Like you got it so bad. And like
I still have it.
I know.
Like,
it's like I know. Like I obviously lost family because of it. But like I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so happy you did what you had to do. Like that's see, and like a lot of people are like, it's just a fucking flu. 15 million people fucking died.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking people.
That is.
It's insane. Like
yeah.
And a huge chunk of our population still is not like under 5 is not vaccinated at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the next, like the 60 plus are of course the highest hospitalized, and the next age bracket is under 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so like the numbers are so high, and there's still 80% of people trying to prevent it. But like even with the prevention, like there's still so much.
And there's a lot of people stopping too. Like a lot of people didn't get the booster or aren't going to get the 4th shot. A lot of people are just sort of giving up in that way, or they're like, well, I'm vaccinated. I'm sick of wearing a mask. So they stop that. And a lot of people are just like, well, I stayed inside for 2 years. So I'm going to go out and enjoy my life now, because all the anti-vaxxers obviously didn't stop.
Right?
So it's like, so many people are suffering burnout that they're just not continuing with the protocols.
Yeah.
And I totally get the burnout. Like it is exhausting. Like I didn't get my booster, not because I didn't want it. I was busy like taking care of Caleb. He was getting every other virus before this, because he was in school and he can't wear a mask because of the sensory. Mm-hmm. So he was like the only kid not wearing a mask at the time before they lifted the masks, and so he was still getting sick. And then bringing it home and giving me it because I don't go out, so I was only getting it from him. And then COVID hit. And then like my whole house got wiped out. But like everyone else recovered really quickly, except
Just
me.
you.
Well, Caleb has croup, so he's, taking a little hit of recovering too. But me, it was bad. And then I just finally got on antibiotics because it went from viral to bacterial. And that's what people don't understand. Like, it doesn't just stick to viral. It can switch over, and then it gets really dangerous.
Well, yeah, because it can cause infection and stuff.
That's exactly it.
For our listeners who, if you've listened to the past few episodes, Dawn's been sick because of COVID for about a month now.
Yeah, it's 5
terrible.
weeks.
Yeah, so that's like 4 episodes. This is probably number 5.
That you're like to talk about.
It was a week before Easter.
Yeah, so you've been dealing with COVID like 50% of this podcast.
Yeah. I'm still dealing with it. Like, I just got on antibiotics yesterday, and now I'm finally over it. Like, well, not over it. I'm still healing, but I'm getting better. Finally.
It's a Bones Day. Is that reference still relevant?
No, it's not. But we're gonna use
what
it.
That means.
Bones Day?
It to me. A Bones Day. What the fuck is Bones Day?
Oh, okay. So like, was
Lazy.
this like last year? Yeah, last year, like this guy had like a pug and you know how pugs are always sick. They have like a million different diseases.
Yeah.
Well, this pug was like really, he had something. So sometimes he would stand up and sometimes he would go, he'd fall over. So every day he would just make a TikTok where he's like, is it a Bones Day or a no Bones Day? And if it's a Bones Day, go live your life happy, do your thing, go for the job and ask out that person and do all that. If it's a no Bones Day, maybe take it easy, whatever. And then he'd lift up the dog. Then the dog would either be a Bones Day or a no Bones Day. And all of TikTok took that as gospel.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah,
I think I got into TikTok
fun time.
too late.
You missed all the fun stuff.
I did. Now it's just like perverts.
Oh no, there was
I think you're on the wrong side of TikTok, to be honest.
It's an algorithm, Saunya.
That's not what I
want.
I know. But like, I don't watch them. I scroll as fast as I can. Like,
well, you watched one of them. You had to have watched at least 10 seconds of one of them for them to keep popping up.
Or she just keeps talking about pervs near her phone and it's just recording.
That's right.
And picking it up.
That's what you want. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I want the testicles. Apparently, now I'm gonna get fucking ads. For
How many times have you said the word penis and then now all of a sudden like penises will pop up?
I get so many weird Amazon ads because I talk about too much stuff and like
all the luxuries.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of those types of like so you guys know I lost like a box of fucking sex toys on the highway.
As you were moving, they just like disappeared on the highway.
So if you guys, anybody, 401, and then the highway something, if you're driving from Ontario to New Brunswick and you found a box full of goodie, it's mine. Give it back.
It's mine.
Did you say give it back? You actually want them back now?
No, probably not. No, probably not. But I started a new collection, and that's really exciting.
Us women are lucky with all the luxurious sex toys we can buy nowadays. So
yeah.
And then like Pink Cherry, that's where I go. You get points and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm always getting like $100 off my order. That means I have a problem because you actually have to buy a lot.
Yeah.
Well, if you have any recommendations, send them my way. I haven't purchased anything in a while.
Yeah, I'll do the flood messenger for you guys. All sex toys, tools.
Yeah.
And if you're curious and would like a review, just like, audience, let us know. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, start reviewing them, Saunya. Like, take a picture and review it.
No. We talk about it. We share the link,
site.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, it's looking like we are almost out of time. Does anyone else have anything to add?
No, I'm good.
I was stuck with the internet.
We would not be able to make this podcast without the internet. So
no, we wouldn't.
Super important.
Thank you, internet.
Thank you.
Thank you, internet.
You should be free for everyone. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Actually, it should be. It really should.
because like cell phones and stuff, nobody has a house line. I was gonna get into a whole another rant.
Save that for next time.
Save that for next time.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. We are getting ready to launch our Patreon, so follow us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok. Just search Opinionated Lushes, and we will post when that is out. Thank you.
Goodbye. We didn't
Bye,
say the
guys.
word out at all.
We
this
probably
entire
did
fucking
and just
time.
missed it.
I was listening. Super good.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.